Hey guys, how's it going? It's Trieyx here, back with another Genshin Impact video. Okay, so in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to get unlimited sweet madames the lazy way. Yeah, as you guys know, food in this game is very important. It's needed for a lot of things, but most importantly, it's needed for you to survive at times. Like, food comes in clutch when you need some HP to survive in certain situations where you're fighting a boss, or if you guys in the overworld fighting some mobs and enemies. And one of the best and one of the most efficient foods in Genshin Impact when it comes to healing your characters is something called the sweet madame, or something like that. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Like, I'm horrible with pronunciations. But yeah, the sweet madame is probably the easiest food to make when it comes to healing. All you need is some sweet flowers and some fowl, and you're good to go. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys how to get unlimited sweet madames the lazy way. So yeah, that way you guys never run out of food when it comes to healing in this game ever again. But yeah, before I show you guys how, I just want to say that I didn't come up with this idea. I kind of saw a comment on Reddit one day saying that they do this, and I was like, you know what, that's actually kind of smart. And then I kind of tried it myself, and I was like, yo, this is actually a pretty good way to get unlimited sweet madames in this game. Because recently I've been running out of food, and I've been running out of ingredients to make more food, and I was kind of too lazy to go out there and farm for stuff. But also I was kind of lazy to buy the food as well. Then also because when it comes to buying food in Genshin Impact, it's kind of costly in a way. It doesn't cost that much, but it does add up over time. And as you guys know, Mora is very important in this game. You need more to upgrade everything in this game. So yeah, I didn't really want to waste Mora on food when I can use that for upgrading my characters and stuff like that. But anyways, enough rambling. Let me show you guys what you guys are really here for, and that is how to make unlimited sweet madames. So yeah, if you guys go over here, I want to go all the way to Catherine here. But yeah, when you guys go over here, you'll see something called expeditions. So over here, you can have characters go out on expeditions and collect some items for you every day. So yeah, there's one for Mondstadt, one for Liyue, one for Inazuma, and one for Sumeru. And in the expedition, you get a whole bunch of different items, and some of those items are food items. So like for Sumeru, you guys see right here, you have some apples, carrots, and like berries or whatever. And also you get some Mora as well, which is kind of cool. So yeah, definitely do not sleep on the expeditions, because this is actually really helpful when it comes to gathering materials you need or getting some extra Mora. But in terms of getting ingredients for the sweet madame, the one you want to go to is Mondstadt. In my personal opinion, I think Mondstadt is the best place when it comes to farming for food materials for sweet madame, because the rewards of Mondstadt a little bit better in my opinion. But right over here over to Windrise, if you send a character to an expedition, you can get 8 to 12 fowl and 8 to 12 I think steak, or I'm not sure what that's called in this game. But basically you can get 2 different types of meat if you do an expedition in Mondstadt and Windrise. So not only do you farm for fowls, which is needed for sweet madame, but you also can farm some steak for other food as well. And not only that, but right over here at Stormbearer Mountains, you can not only farm for sweet flowers, which is the other material needed for sweet madames, but you also farm for some bird eggs as well, which is also needed to make, I believe, sunny side up eggs in order to revive your characters. Not only do you farm for sweet madames, which helps you heal your characters, but you also farm for some bird eggs, which also helps you revive characters. So it basically kills 2 birds with 1 stone, which is why I think Mondstadt is the best place to farm for sweet madame materials, but also some other places you can go as well when it comes to farming for sweet madame materials. So right over here in Inazuma, you can go to Byakko Plains and you get some sweet flowers there, and you also go to Nazuchi Beach to get some fowls for the other sweet madame materials. But when you look at the other materials that are grouped together in this expedition, the seaweeds are probably used for other stuff. In my personal opinion, I'd rather get some more steak, that way I make some other foods. Whereas seaweed, I feel like it's kind of limited. I don't even know what seaweed is even used for when it comes to food. I think there's some like sushi you can use, but I'm not sure what it does. But if you guys want to farm for fowl while also getting some seaweed, you guys can go here. There's the one in Mondstadt. But personally, I prefer the area in Mondstadt. When it comes to the Byakko Plains, getting the Sunsetias is pretty decent as well. But personally, I'd rather farm some more eggs, that way I can get some revival materials and never run out of those. But you also go to Musojin George and get some steak as well as egg. This place is not too bad as well if you guys want to go here. But personally, I prefer having the fowl and steak together, because that way it kind of frees up another character to do another different type of expedition instead of having to have 2 different characters for these 2. But other than that, I believe these are like the 2 areas when it comes to farming for fowls in the expeditions, and same with sweet flowers, I believe. But what makes Mondstadt so much better than the other areas is because Mondstadt is the first area you unlock, and you don't have to go through hours of story to unlock Inazuma in order to do this. You can literally start right from the very beginning. So yeah, Mondstadt is definitely the most beginner friendly area, because you can basically unlock this place almost immediately. You only have to play like 10 minutes or something like that in order to get to Mondstadt. Whereas you get to Inazuma, you have to play through hours of stories. So yeah, it's really cool that they made it so you can farm for these materials immediately in the first area. So yeah, in my personal opinion, Mondstadt the best area when it comes to beginners, as well as just in general when it comes to farming for materials. So yeah, now that you guys know which areas is the best place to you can farm for fowls and sweet flowers when it comes to making sweet madames. All you have to do every day is to put 2 characters in these 2 areas, have them do the expedition, and every day you get 8 to 12 fowls and 8 to 12 sweet flowers. And the great thing is about the expedition is that you don't have to do anything at all. All it takes is a few clicks every day and you have materials to make sweet madame. It's just that simple. You don't have to go out there and farm for sweet flowers or kill birds in order to get their meat. This is so easy, so quick, and eventually over time you'll have enough fowl and sweet flowers to the point where you can make so much sweet madame that you never need to make any more sweet madame ever again. The characters probably be so sick of eating sweet madames, but unfortunately for them, this is the easiest and most efficient food out there when it comes to healing. So unfortunately they have to suck it up. But when it comes to expeditions, there's some characters out there that can make it so you get more rewards or you get the materials or rewards quicker. So right over here, I prefer to use Bandit and Official because these 2 increase the speed when it comes to expeditions. So yeah, I'll show you over here. So if I go out here, so right here, I got 12 fowl and 12 meat, the maximum amount. That's probably enough for me to make like maybe 6 sweet madames. You won't always get this lucky, but also when it comes to the expedition, you want to go to 20 hours. You can do 4, 8, 12 hours, but 20 hours better because you can get more rewards in a short amount of time. But anyways, right over here, you guys look at the characters. You guys will see right over here for official, it says when dispatched on an expedition in Mondstadt, time consumed is reduced by 25%. So normally it'll take 20 hours in order to finish this expedition, but if I put in official, it'll say 15 hours. So yeah, basically it's 5 hours quicker. So in my opinion, I really like this because I'd rather farm for materials quicker in my opinion, but there's some other characters out there. So for example, in Inazuma, if you guys don't want to go to Mondstadt to farm for the fowls or sweet flowers, you guys can go here. And if you guys have Shinobu, basically what she does is that she gains 25% more rewards when dispatching Inazuma for 20 hours. So I think it has to be 20 hours, but if you go to 20 hours and you pick Shinobu, after this 20 hours over, you gain an extra 25% more material. So you do this on days where you know you're gonna be busy the entire day and you don't have time to come back early enough to do the expedition. What you guys can do is put in Shinobu and basically take an extra 5 more hours instead of using official Mondstadt and gain 25% more rewards. So it is a good way as well, but I personally prefer quicker times rather than more rewards. That's just my opinion. You guys might be different. Definitely do what you guys want to do. But also when it comes to expeditions, like I said before, you guys can farm for stuff like Mora. You guys can also farm for some like mining materials like ore and stuff like that. And some of you guys might be thinking that it might be a waste to use 2 characters to farm for some food when you could use it to farm for some ores or some Mora and stuff like that. And while yes, that is true, I personally prefer having characters farm for food. That way I don't have to farm them myself because I personally prefer time over anything, and farming for sweet madames and fowls and stuff like that is way more time consuming than it is farming for Mora. And not only that, but you really don't get that much Mora from this. You get 5,000 Mora. I know that over time it'll add up. At the same time, like not really to be much. I rather farm for food materials. That way I never run out of food ever again. And not only that, I feel like I will save more money farming for these foods instead of getting Mora and having to buy the materials. I feel like it'd be more costly, but I haven't done the math, so I don't really know. But it's not like you have to farm for food forever. You guys can do this temporary, get enough materials needed in order to make like maybe 1,000 sweet madames, and you guys are probably set for a really long time, and you guys can go back to farming some more Mora and some ores. It's not like you have to do this forever, right? Basically just do this when you need to, and you don't have to do a single thing too. Like you don't have to go out your way to farm these materials. You just press a few buttons and you rack a whole bunch of materials needed to make sweet madame, and you're probably good for a while. But not only that, but eventually you have 3 more characters to use for expeditions, so you can still farm for some Mora and some ores, but also farm for materials needed to make sweet madames. So you won't get as much Mora and as much ores as you would if you didn't farm for the sweet madame materials, but it's not really the end of the world. You're still farming for these materials. Eventually these will stack up as well, but just not as quickly. But anyways, once you claim your rewards for the day, or if you guys farm enough sweet flowers and fowls needed to make some sweet madames, all you have to do is go over here to the oven and make your sweet madames. So I'm not sure if sweet madames is a recipe you have to unlock or automatically unlocks when you first start the game. I'm not exactly sure. It's been 2 years since I started this game, so I don't remember. But right over here, it only costs 2 fowls and 2 sweet flowers in order to make sweet madames. So if you guys get 12 fowls and 12 sweet flowers every single day, you can make 6 sweet madames every single day. And multiply that by 30 days, which is basically a month. You basically get 180 sweet madames every single month by doing absolutely nothing. And you multiply that by 12 months or 1 year, that's a lot of sweet madames. Like you probably have so much to the point where you're probably not gonna need any food for a while. And yet once you're about to run out, you just do this process all over again. Like it's basically insane how much sweet madames you have. I started doing this maybe about like a month ago, and now I have like 200 sweet madames, and like I'm good to go. I'm probably never gonna run out of sweet madames ever again. This way is so broken. It's so easy, so lazy, and it's great. And not only that, but there's a chance you actually can get more than than 6 sweet madames every single day. So there's some characters over here. If you guys have characters like Barbara and Jean or Diona, but I think Barbara is actually a character you guys can get for free. I'm not sure if the event's still there or not. I remember when the game first started, you guys can get a free Barbara. I still think you guys can get a free Barbara. I think it's like some sort of event where you have to meet some sort of criteria in order to get Barbara. But your characters like these, if you get a perfect cooking achievement, there's a 12% chance it would actually double the amount of food you make. So yeah, even though the percentage is kind of low, there's still a chance for you to get like an extra 1 or 2 sweet madames every single day. So like I said before, this venture will add up to the point where you have so much sweet madame that you'll never need any more ever again. So right over here, I'm going to use Jean. I'm going to auto cook some sweet madames, so I'll make 17 of these. So let's see if I can get any extra sweet madames by doing this. Let's see if I get lucky today. I did. So I got 2 extra sweet madames for making 17 of them. So that's another good way for you guys to get some more food in this game. And also, like I said before, what makes the steak so much better for the Mondstadt expedition is that you can use steak to make the Matsutake Meat Rolls. Hopefully you're pronouncing that right. And same thing with the sweet madames. It basically does the same thing, except that it costs steak and mushrooms. So if you guys want to farm for mushrooms instead, I believe there's mushroom in the expedition. You guys can do that if you guys want to do this one. But sweet madames, in my opinion, is kind of a little bit better because I prefer chicken over steak. That, and also because sweet flour is a lot more easier to farm than it is to farm for mushrooms. Because sweet flour is everywhere in the world, whereas mushrooms are like in certain places. In my opinion, sweet madame is still better, but if you guys want, you guys can make this instead. And if you guys do use the Mondstadt expedition, you can farm a whole bunch of steak to the point where you never need to farm for steak ever again. Right now, I have 634 of these things. I'm never gonna use 634 of these things, but yeah, it's there if I need it, right? So that's why I think the Mondstadt one's a little bit better than Inazuma. But like I said before, it really depends on what you guys want to use. If 6 madame is not enough for you every single day, you can go over here, and over here, the whole bunch of birds you guys can kill in order to get their meat. There's a whole meme when it comes to Timmie and his pigeons. But yeah, this is the best spot in order to farm for fowls, in my opinion. And I think it respawns every single day, so every day you can get some extra fowls. If 6 sweet madame is not enough for you, one of the best ways to kill all the pigeons without scaring them away is using a long range character. So yeah, I never tried out Frozen for this. She's a new character. Yeah, if you guys are new and you guys are starting this game, she's in the banner right now. You guys can pull for her, but I think she should work for this. But I'm gonna use a skill, and I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna kill all the pigeons in the area. So there we go. I missed that one, but look at this. I get an extra 5 fowls, and I killed one before. So I basically got an extra 6 fowls every single day by just killing Timmie's pigeons. Something is wrong with you! Yes! Yeah, poor Timmie. His friends are dead. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. Not only that, but like I said before, sweet flowers are easy to farm in the overworld. So yeah, you have a whole bunch of them by just playing the game. So sweet madame is definitely the best food when it comes to healing because it's so easy to get. But yeah, some of you guys might be thinking that, oh, 6 sweet madames every single day is not enough for me. How am I supposed to get unlimited sweet madames if I keep running out of them? Because 6 is very little. While that is true, especially when you guys first start the game, food is definitely a lot more needed. Once you guys become a veteran in this game and you guys play this game long enough, and if you guys keep pulling enough in the banners, eventually you'll get characters that can heal you, and that way you can save on some of the food instead of always having to use food to heal you. Like I said before, I believe Barbara is a free character, and Barbara is the character that can heal you. Like, she's a really good healer. So instead of using food to heal you, you guys can use Barbara instead, and that'll help you save sweet madames and allow you to stack up on them instead of you running out of sweet madames. Also, another thing you guys can do when it comes to healing, you guys can also go to the statue of the 7, and here it'll heal you for free. Basically, there is a certain amount of HP that you can be healed every so often, but eventually it does refill and recharge. It is a great way to get some healing as well. So yeah, with the statue of the 7 combined with a healer on your team like a Barbara or like Kokomi or Shinobu, whatever, eventually you get to the point where you actually start saving up and stocking up on sweet madames, and eventually you have enough to where you're never gonna need them ever again. And all you have to do every single day is just put some characters in expedition, and then you're done, and then just farm the materials for you without you having to go out there yourself to farm materials or spend more to buy materials. Basically just a few clicks. So essentially there's a lazy way to farm for some more materials needed to make sweet madames, and it's relatively simple too, and you can do this really early in the game. But yeah, anyways, kind of about this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. I didn't think about this until I read that one Reddit comment, so whoever made that comment, shout out to you. But because of them, that I now have a way to farm for some materials needed to make sweet madames. So yeah, honestly this is great. Like, I hated farming for materials. I hated spending money to buy materials needed to make food. So yeah, this is the most simple and free way to do this, so yeah, it's great. But basically I'm just making this video just to kind of throw this out there. That way more people will know about this method. I'm not sure anybody else have ever made a video on this before. There probably is. The thing is that I don't really watch Genshin Impact content, so I don't really know if anybody made a video like this. But this might be in one of those unnecessary videos. But I decided to make this video anyway, just in case nobody else made a video on this topic. But if you guys want more Genshin Impact content when it comes to guides or like let's plays or discussion videos, definitely hit the like and subscribe button. I plan to do more of them in the future. But also, if you guys interested in my Genshin Impact content, I upload Genshin Impact content every single Saturday, so that's the time to check my channel if you guys interested. But I also upload Genshin Impact shorts as well, like memes and stuff like that. So if you're interested in like Genshin Impact memes, definitely check out my shorts, especially if you're into like Marvel stuff, like the Avengers, stuff like that. I do a bunch of memes combining Marvel and Genshin Impact stuff, as well as edits as well, so yeah, definitely check those out if you guys interested. But anyways, the comment of this video, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I don't want to ramble on too long, so yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Hopefully this method will make it so you guys will never run out of sweet madames ever again, and you guys will never have to farm for any healing foods ever again. But anyways, comment of this video, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.